Jello the H+III+T to boot that dang on time. Actually, let me remix that. Hi, I'm SeverTheBond and I'm sick of trade rumors. Listen, okay, so we are, what, 30 seconds into a post-free agency or whatever you want to call the era we're in right now. With Paul George going to the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard, it was going to start eventually, and I just think it's just nasty how the media pushes narratives on us that we don't start. Like, none of us are saying, oh, don't worry, we signed people to short contracts so we can get Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2021. No actual human being is saying that who is a Knicks fan. And you're talking to a Knicks fan right now. None of us are saying things like that. But in typical media surface level Knicks fashion, there are rumors that now Russell Westbrook is on the trading block, and because we have a young team with a bunch of disposable contracts, somehow our name has gone into the running for Russell Westbrook. Now, y'all know I am a closet Oklahoma City fan. Oh, this is a good thing. Hold on. That's a good thumbnail right there, but that's not here or there. I am a closet OKC fan. I love OKC on the low, and I have for quite some time. Ever since they got Melo, I started kind of looking at the team they got over there. I was like, oh, you know, this ain't that bad. I love me some Steven Adams. I think Grant is doing well, much better than his brother, gosh dang it. We saw from personal experience, but that's not here there. I love OKC. I always loved them. And then the tandem with Westbrook, and then I'm young Derrick Rose, as you know, so looking at Westbrook, I'm basically Westbrook. I just can't dunk. I can't shoot for crap, but gosh dang it, don't let me get to the rim. You feel me? So it's like I mess with Westbrook on a personal level. So you would think that I would be jumping at the chance of us getting Russell Westbrook. And let me be clear, if that happens, unlike in other situations where I would be irate and possibly jump off a building or handcuff myself to the door of MSG, if we end up with Russell Westbrook, I want you to know right now, this man is not upset. SeverTheBond is not going to be upset because I love Russell Westbrook. I don't even tolerate Westbrook slander, even when you're presenting facts. I love that man so much. However, when you get off of the hype train and you start to think about the logistics of this, not just Westbrook's age and the fact that he's like 31 and the rest of his contract is basically his NBA career. So you're talking about someone who cannot shoot, who is 31, whose entire game is run at the basket as hard as you possibly can. Yes, he's healthy, you know, blah, 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 blah. You don't even have to factor that in. This is one thing I want everyone to focus on. We have Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. just told the media yesterday at practice, which I guess the team is practice. I don't know. He just told the media at practice that he can carry the Knicks to the playoffs. That is what Dennis Smith Jr. is saying, which one confirms that we are no longer tanking, so that's something to be excited about. But also, Dennis Smith Jr. is a younger version of Russell Westbrook. If our point guard was still, I don't know, if it was still Moutier or something like that, sure. If it was still Trey Burke, sure. And y'all know I love me some Trey Burke, sure. If it was, I don't know, Kadeem Allen or something like that, sure. If it was still freaking Jose Calderon and dang on Langston Galloway, sure. But we have Dennis Smith Jr. Did everyone just forget about him? Has everyone just forgotten about Dennis Smith Jr.? We good. We don't need Westbrook. We already have Dennis Smith Jr. Now again, just based on the fact that I love him as a player, I would not be upset if we did something like that because we only need about, what, $33 million to pay his salary for next year. So as much as I love the pickups we got, gosh dang it, if I don't know, if Bobby Portis and Taj Gibson had to go or something, you feel me, to equal the 33, like, I'm not upset about any of that. However, we already have Dennis Smith Jr. So just kind of think about that. Where I sit on the whole, man, it's raining hard, gosh dang it. Where I sit on the whole position is I could care less regardless, because I'm obsessed with the young core we have with Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Knox, Trier, and all them, gosh dang it. RJ Barrett too. That's messed up, I didn't mention him. Iggy, Dotson, even Frank. I'm obsessed with our young core. So whatever the job happens to everyone else, I could care less about. But when it comes to specifically Westbrook, stop this whole thing of the Knicks have to land a free agent when we already have people at every position that can get us to the playoffs. Calm it down, fellas. Calm it down.